Guys, if you want to hit your iron solid, I promise today's video is going to help you. Make sure you watch through the whole thing because I layer on steps with this drill. If you do this into 2026, you're going to hit the ball so freaking good, I promise. Let's dive right in. All right, guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you a drill that I use to learn how to really hit my iron solid. I use this for a good probably 7 to 10 years as my main swing thoughts and practice station. I use it with a lot of students over the past 20 years. In fact, a recent student I did this very thing with in person during our session. We gained 15 yards with his irons. We went from weak, inconsistent contact with a lot of misses to the right to some very high, solid draws. It's a couple part drill station to learn how to really hit the irons solid that I'm going to guide you through. And I'm going to show you this really aha moment that I had that changed everything for me. The mantra and the thing that really helped my student and helped me was when I realized that the poor swings that I was making and that he was making had these three things in common. And that's that anytime the arms are bending during the downswing, they're also working towards my body and to the left. When the arms are bending, they're working towards me and to the left. This is what my student looked like. No width here on the follow through, right? The butt of the club very close to him. Very little arm rotation, head forward, inconsistent results. When we look at the best ball strikers, and what I learned how to do with my swing was the exact opposite. If the arms are bending towards me to the left bad, that means I want my arms to straighten as they work away from me and to the right. If I look at my arms independently with no body motion, what I want to have, what you want to have, what the best ball strikers do is the arms working away from my body, right? The arms are straightening, working away from me and some amount to the right. Now, as I add my body motions in with that same arm motion is going to end up looking really neutral. But we want to learn how to get the arms to work away from us as they straighten and some amount to the right. To hit our iron solid, we know that we need to be able to hit the ball first and some amount of ground after. Okay, we'll show some John Rahm, some Colin Morikawa, some examples here. You can see the club head traveling down into the golf ball, striking the ground past impact, and then having this nice width on the way through. So the whole point of the arm straightening is to get the club head farther away from you to actually be able to reach the ball and the ground to hit it solid. If I hold a club up in front, you can try this as well. Anytime I push my arms straight, they work away from my body. You can see the butt of the club and the club head working farther away from me. So as I straighten my arms, they get farther from me. That's what we want. Now, same thing, if I bend them and pull them closer, the butt of the club and the club head get closer to me. If I do that in a swing and the arms bend, butt of the club gets closer to me, they're also going to go left. Again, too narrow, no width here, head forward, poor contact, no distance, no direction control. But if we can learn how to get our arms working away from us, so I'm getting the butt of the club pushed pretty far away, again, sort of independent of any body motions for now, I can start to learn the first part of this, which is hitting the ball very solid. But when we go golf, not only do we need to hit the ball fairly solid, we also need to hit it fairly straight. And so one of the things I learned as I was learning to have my arms straighten away from me, really get this butt of the club pushed farther, was I also, from this angle, needed to learn how to get the club working from inside and learn how to close the club face consistently. I used to swing, pretty far over the top when I first started. I'd bend the arms, yank them in and pull them to the left, okay? So not only do we want to have the arms working straight, as they straighten, we want to work away from us and to the right, with no body motions, we also need to have some natural arm rotation to help square the face up. So as we work into the drill here, this couple three-part drill, what I want you to feel here is I've got a 7-iron, you can do the same thing. Take the club back to about hip high on the way back. As we straighten the arms, we're gonna thud the mat, okay, on the way down, and then we're gonna hold our follow through. And what I want you to notice with the follow through, thud the mat, hold the follow through. Notice a couple things as I'm doing this. Number one, how far is the butt of the club away from me? Is it pretty far or pretty close? It's pretty far. How about the players on the screen? Do they look like they have it pretty far away or pretty close? Pretty far. As my arms are straightening, as the butt of the club's pushed away, where's my head doing? It's staying pretty far back, right? If we show Tiger and Colin and John, and notice their head as they're doing this stays back. How about their shoulder? Is their shoulder going way high and over like this? No, right? Their shoulder's staying down. Head back, shoulder down. You can see the John Rahm in the pink really show that through the golf ball, okay? So really what we want to learn here is from this sort of halfway down mark, from about here in the downswing till about here in the follow through. That's really the most important part of the swing, and that's where we want to get these motions down. How do we have our arms straighten, work away from us and to the right? And that's where we're going to start. And then again, as we add the body motions in, that will pull the path back around to the left. But the first thing I did with my student, and where I started, was just like that. Hip high with the hands, thud the mat, and I'm going to talk through the details, but we're trying to get the butt of the club far away from us with a little bit of arm rotation. Now I've got my swing plane station in, and I'll show you how we're going to do that in a minute. So I'm just feeling about hip high to arms parallel to start, into the follow through. Now notice when I get into the follow through, there's a couple things that are going to happen. Are my arms locked dead straight in the beginning when I do this? No, like those models in there. During the downswing, it's okay when you're doing this, in fact it's going to happen, that your left arm's going to fold some. So when I come through, it's not folding like this, with the butt of the club real close to me. It's folding with some rotation where it's still pretty far away, okay? Notice as I'm doing that as well, the club's having some rehinging to it. It's not dead straight out at the target line. It has some rehinging. And I'm gonna have some natural arm rotation, right? So when I do it from this side, I can have some natural arm rotation. That club face can be tilted down about 45 degrees. That's the feel. Again, when I do that and actually hit a ball, it'll end up being pretty square, but I want to feel some natural arm rotation. This is the piece that helps square the club face up. Remember, the arms are extending to be able to get to the ground. The arms are extending to get to the ground. The arm rotation is squaring the club face up and lowering the loft to hit it farther, more straight to draw and not weaken to the right. So I'd like a little hip high into this follow through position. And when you're doing this in the downswing, you'll notice with these players, their lead arm during the downswing's fairly straight. Doesn't need to be locked. Some are very straight, some are a little bit bent, but reasonably straight. But the trail arm's pretty bent. And so really when you're working through, obviously your lead arm's gonna be straight as well, but the right arm or the trail arm is the one that's really gonna feel like it's straightening, which is the part that gets the club head away from you, which is the part that always allows us to take a divot and hit the ground. The little bit of arm rotation squares that club face up. So I'd feel that kind of hip high. And again, when I actually hit it, it'll go longer than that, but the feel is kind of hip high to arms parallel. Let's go ahead and do one more with that. I'm going arms straighten away from me and to the right. And then as I add my turn, as I add my body turn, that'll get me into a neutral position. But if I took out the body rotation, one of the feels that I gave my students here too is sort of like an elephant trunk swinging back and forth. If I had no body motion, my arm should be swinging like this. From in to out, in to out, in to out. Now as I turn, notice that same feel, in, out, with turn, neutralizes. Do this with me, just let your arms kind of soft and relax. In, out, no body. Now add body. That same feel is going to be very neutral when you add your body rotation. Probably 8 out of every 10 golfers I see with the iron struggle with contact and hit some kind of pulls or fades. If that's you, you really need to do the arms in and out part. 20% of golfers, you already hit like pushes and hooks. You don't need that part as much. You need more of the body rotation. Now to help with the in to out piece, we put our old faithful swing plane station. Got the alignment rod right over the golf ball, kind of right over the front of it. I've got this set up pretty easy, to be honest. I could go lower than this. About a grip height. When you get good at this, you could lower it to the point where it's like only half a grip above the golf ball. And the point of that from the down the line is to make sure that I'm working from low and inside. Okay, low and inside. Because I got to hit down on the ball a little bit to take the divot, but I still want to do that from a pretty shallow angle. Arms away from me as they're straightening and going to the right. I'll go a little bit longer here, kind of 3/4. And there's the same exact feels. And that's probably, 5 to 7 yard draw with my 7-iron here. The feels are these arms going in and out, in and out, in and out. Same thing, arms straightening away from me and to the right. Notice my head stays back and my shoulder stays down. So once I had my student doing this kind of hip high into arms parallel, that'd be like level 1. Level 2 is about shoulder high, same thing into arms about parallel to the ground. And then level 3 is we take it into a full swing. But I'm always feeling the arms away from me as they straighten and work to the right with no body motion. My head's back, my shoulders down, and my arms are naturally rotating. So again, from there, you see that club's about 45 degrees turned down. That's my feel. Notice the butt of the club's getting farther away from my body. My lead arm can bend a little bit. I'm rehinging it. The arms feel like they're swinging in and out. Then as I add my body back and through, that same feel is going to neutralize my path. The more I do this, the more I should turn towards draw. The less I do this, I would hit more fade. So if you currently hit a fade or a slice and you want more draw, you would do this the most. So arms are straightening away from me and to the right are my feels. Yeah, that's as good as I can hit an iron. That's probably about a 10-yard draw. I'm exaggerating a little bit. There's probably 20 feet left of the target. Crush that high and far. That would want to be the miss. Like I said with my driver video, if you guys haven't seen that, we'll link that at the end. Maybe 1 or 2% of golfers that I've played with in the past 20 years, their miss is a really high, far, nice draw, that goes really, really far. So that's really the error we're looking to get to. Arms away from us again, sort of elephant trunk, in to out, and then add the body motions along with it. Arms straightening away from me and to the right. Head stays back, shoulder stays down. Those are really, really, really solid high draws. So really focusing on the arms and the club and the rotation, for me, when I was first learning how to go from shooting, when I first started golfing, all the way into like shooting in the 70s and close to par, this was the first thing that really, really helped me, where I'd start to learn how to draw the ball. And just like my student gained 15 yards hitting the ball much farther, this could be possible for you as well. Set this up, try those feels, start hip high, work up the shoulder, work up to full. If you want some personalized coaching, head over to cogornogolf.com, send your swings in, okay? We're gonna give you a full analysis. You get 24/7 access to the coaches, all of our member library, our practice plans, everything. It's an unbelievable deal. Would love to help guide you through these things. Cogornogolf.com. We'll put that down below. Any questions on this, as always, just leave a comment. Appreciate you watching. If you want to watch more like this, check out this video next.